So kind of random, I'm here to pick up a video game. What is up, Internet? Retro here, and welcome back to another episode of the $10 Game Collection Challenge. We are on a journey to build a video game collection, starting off with just a $10 bill to prove that you can indeed still game hunt in today's time, and you can do it on a budget. So this past week was our 1 year anniversary of the series, which is crazy, guys. We had a special episode last week where we basically went through all of our notable finds, our favorite stories from the series, and we finally go through the value of the entire $10 game collection. So go back, check out that episode. For this week, we got tons of game hunting footage, but before we get into it, if you do love all things 80s and 90s nostalgia from retro video games, movies, toys, and more, make sure to hit that freaking subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss out on new weekly videos. Let's get into it. Alright guys, it is good to be back. So glad that the game collection is still clean, still organized. Hopefully it will remain that way. Last episode we left off with $356.94 in the game collection fund. Have not listed anything for about 3 weeks on eBay, but we did have a couple more sales this past week. The first one is Mr. Magoo, this hilarious movie, sold for $14. And then Robin and Marion have no idea what this is, but it is a Sean Connery, Audrey Hepburn movie, and sealed. And this sold for $17 plus shipping. So after eBay fees, we will net this for a grand total of this in the game collection fund. So plenty of money, obviously, to go hunt. Man, I only missed 1 week of game hunting because I was editing that super long episode from last Monday, and I'm already missing game hunting so much. I cannot wait to get back out there. I'm gonna hit up Facebook Marketplace here in a minute, see if there's anything on there. Also, it's like 62 degrees in Arkansas today, so the weather is obviously getting nicer. Hopefully garage sales start to pop up, but until then, we're gonna go hit up all of our usual places: the flea market, the Goodwill, the thrift stores. So let's do it. Alright guys, we are going to game hunt together today. This particular Goodwill has been pretty slow lately, but let's see what all is in here. Very, very little in terms of games at this Goodwill. Don't see anything so far. Oh, there's one. We actually don't have this game. Tomb Raider. I didn't know Square Enix made this. And it is in there. Let's see if it's in decent shape. Wow, it's like immaculate, which is good. This will be $2, which is great. So we'll pick that up. Let's see if there's anything else. Nothing. Let's switch over here. I always forget about this section. A bunch of Connect adventures. Every time I pass those up, people say, "Why are you passing that up?" Because I see 5 of them at every single Goodwill that I go to. Caddyshack, one of my favorites. Okay, that looks like that's it for games. Let's see if there's any electronics. Always tons of coffee pots, coffee makers. Looks like that's it. So just Tomb Raider for $2. Pretty solid. Man, here if I look at some of these games down here. All right, here we are at another Goodwill, looking at all the games up in the glass case behind the counter. Now, normally when games are behind the counter, they are $4.94. And that usually turns me off from really digging through all the games, because as you can see, I can see what games they are, but the employee just sees the back of the case. You have to point, you have to kind of fumble around all the games to even get a couple of them out, and it's just a huge hassle. But there was a guy in front of me before I actually got to see what was in the glass counter, and he asked for a couple games as well, and the employee said all these are $2 each. So at $2, I was like, I'll spend a little bit more time going through these and picking up some games. So we do end up getting quite a few of these games. I'll let you just kind of watch the footage, but right here, I'm just checking condition. And again, $2 a game is a pretty sweet deal. So yeah, we will go over a recap of this later on in the video. So this is just one of those huge bummers. A bunch of games, and there's actually a couple of games in here that I was gonna pick up. First one is Farming Simulator. This sells for like around 15 to 18. Problem is, if I can get this out, okay, it has a crack in the disc right there in the middle. So, dang it, right? Next game, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. This sells really well. Call of Duty, World at War. Friggin' dang it. Next one, Guitar Hero Metallica. I can't remember how much this sells for. I want to say like 12 to 15. And this one is empty. Oh. Right there, that's like $50-ish for $50 in value for $6. But unfortunately, it's a no-go. Bumskis. Do you care if I see a couple of these games back there?
Sure.
There are, on the top, in the middle, there's a Sonic the Hedgehog game. Right in the middle. And then there is a NASCAR game on the top. Go over maybe 5 to the right where you were earlier. 2 more right there, that one. And then on the bottom shelf, there's a SpongeBob game that's right there, right in the middle as well. Yes, I see those. I think I'll get these two.
Okay.
Green's the color of the week, is that right?
That's right.
I'll get just this one then, just that green one.
Now your card now.
Okay. All right, guys, we only got one game at this Goodwill. Now, this particular Goodwill puts all their games in the front glass case, which sucks because that means they are $4.94. I love getting games at Goodwill for $2, but fortunately, this week's color was green, meaning this was half off. If you're not familiar with Goodwill, they always have a color of the week either stickered or it's written on the item, and that item for the entire week is half price. So instead of paying $4.94 for this, we got it for $2.47, which is a pretty good deal. SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Now, I've never played this before. You guys tell me down below if this is any good. I think this is our 5th or 6th SpongeBob game to add to the collection, and at $2.47, it's a really good price. I think it's worth like $10 to $11, so pretty good find. On to the next. All All right, guys, at Goodwill, it just opened up. It's like 9:05, and look at all the games. They must have just restocked. I was here late, just before they closed last night, and none of these were here. So amazing to find these, all $2 each. We're gonna get Minecraft. This sells for around 20 to 25. There's a couple Skylanders games. I'm gonna leave those, I think. Avengers, Lego Adventures. Always gonna pick up those. Lego Batman. I think we have this for the Wii U. Again, I can check because I have that app now, which is helpful. Here is Marvel Superhero Squad. So some decent stuff in here. Just Dance 2, I'll pass on. I'm gonna get that. Star Wars Clone Wars. Wii Sports. Guys, it's been a bit since I found a Wii Sports, so it's awesome. Just Dance 4, you guys know that trades in well at GameStop. Here's Star Wars 3. Cosmic Family. I have no idea, but I want to get that one. I'm gonna pass on the Black Eyed Peas Experience. Wii Music. There's one of them that actually sells pretty decent. Oh, well. And there is Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. I'll put that back here in a minute. It's tough in one hand. So that's amazing. Get that. Big Brain Academy Wii. I have no idea. Gonna pass on Just Dance 2 in the last Airbender I will get. So, yeah, pretty sweet morning to start off with. Probably, what is this? 10-ish games, probably more than that. Probably more like 12. So, gonna pick up all these, and if I find anything else, I will keep you updated.
Okay, he's gonna buy all these Wii games. So we're gonna go YOLO.
All right, guys, we got a Facebook Marketplace deal in the works right now. There was a listing for a bunch of Wii games for $30. Now, I couldn't tell if it was $30 for all of them or what was going on, so I clicked it and it said $5 a game. So I start looking through the games, and there is one that you need to be on the lookout for, guys. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12 Masters Edition for the Wii. Now, this game is overlooked all the time, and it does not need to be overlooked, guys. It is worth about 30 to 50 on the high end, 30 on the low end. It fluctuates for sure, but it's definitely a good one to look out for. So I messaged her. I'm thinking it's probably already taken. It's already been cherry picked by somebody else. And she said, no, it's still available. I was like, awesome. I'd love to get it from you. When can you meet? And she said, well, I actually can't meet, but I can get it to you tomorrow if you meet at this bank. I'm like, okay. I like to be pretty thorough whenever I'm like meeting people. I'm like, okay, who will I be meeting? And she said, just go through the drive-through and the teller will take care of it. I'm like, oh, so literally go through the drive-through, ask for video games, which is pretty weird. And I don't even know the person's name or anything. And I'm like, oh, is there a certain person? And she said, no, they'll just take care of it. It's like, well, this is pretty strange. So we're about to go to a bank to pick up video games. Let's do it. Hey, good. So kind of random. I'm here to pick up a video game. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah. Wait.
Yes.
And it was like $5 for $10 or something like that?
$5, yeah. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. I think I just dropped it.
Can you grab it?
Yeah. All right, guys, here are all of our pickups from the week. $43.47 spent, and we got all of this stuff, guys. There is some really, really great games in here, some that we'll keep and some that we will flip. So let's do, as always, here is what we spent, and we'll go through value. But I need to recap the super awkward Masters Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12 game. Exchange. So you guys just saw the footage, went to a bank, went through the drive-through, and then she asked if I was filming, so that got awkward, and then I dropped the friggin' money. So couldn't have been much more awkward than all of that. But we still got the game. So this is worth about 36 on the low end. There are, you know, higher listings, higher sold listings, but I try to be pretty conservative. Also, guys, I use price charting a lot when trying to figure out how much all of you know, these games are worth, or a lot of games, a bundle of games. Pricecharting.com, most of their prices are spot on. I will say sometimes their complete in box prices are a little off to me. I think they're a little low, actually. But anyway, so here is Masters PGA Tour 12. This is selling for 36. I'm actually going to sell this just because that will be some pretty quick money. But I haven't played this one, but I love the Tiger Woods games. I'm a golfer. I played college golf. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that's how I got through college. Loved it. Was my whole life for a long time, and now I just get to play on occasion. But all right, moving over, we have Tomb Raider. This is worth $8, and we paid $2. Actually looks pretty good. Got some. I tried to look up some gameplay of it, and it looks pretty decent. So that might be my first Xbox 360 game that I play. Probably not, but there it is. Here is SpongeBob: Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Hey, I am always on board with a SpongeBob game. This one was $2.47, and it is worth $10. So let's go over here to this lot of games. So you guys saw the footage earlier. These were all up in the front case, and they were only $2. Usually games in the front case are $4.94, but fortunately these were only $2. So 6 games for $12. So I don't even know how many Kingdom Hearts games on the PS2 we've picked up at this point. This has to be like 7, maybe number 6 or 7. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I have an idea that I might unveil here shortly, but for now, I'm still debating. Kingdom Hearts is worth $9. Here is Adventure Time. Let's see, Finn and Jake Investigations. Now this is a wild show, man. My sister and her daughter, so my niece, are obsessed with Adventure Time. I don't know anything about the games. I know that there are a couple on the Wii and on the 3DS, but maybe if we find a Wii U, we'll give this a chance. Still have not found a Wii U yet, which is surprising. The Devil May Cry games are always pretty fun, Capcom games, and they're also pretty cheap. I always see these and they're only a couple bucks. Oh, Adventure Time is only worth $6, by the way. Devil May Cry is only worth $8, but again, we only paid $2 for these, so really great deal. Here is Resident Evil 4. Pretty sure we don't have this one yet. Haven't checked the game app. Also, guys, I know I always say that. I'm like, not sure if we have this game. If they're like $2 and they're a game like this, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for either, you know, trade bait, or to trade in, or to sell, to flip. So Resident Evil 4 is worth $10. And here is Rocky. I don't think I really see this game very often. It's got a EB game sticker on it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so here's Rocky. Rocky is worth $9, and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. So obviously these were somebody's collection, and they were donated. Man, this thing feels super heavy. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 is worth $10. Did not have this one yet in the game collection, and our Tony Hawk collection is getting pretty large as well. All right, let's jump over to my computer here. Let's jump over to all of these games that we picked up at that Goodwill for $22, guys. 11 games for $22, and then there was a bonus game in that Wii Music. So let's run through these. There are some kind of filler stuff in here, but also some really good stuff as well. Here is Star Wars: The Clone Wars Republic Heroes. This is only worth $5. We already have that, so that is going to go into another stack with Kingdom Hearts. And I have an idea. Here is Wii Sports Resort. This has actually went up in value again, guys. $28 for a complete Wii Sports Resort right now, which is insane. Just Dance 4. You guys know I always pick this up to trade into GameStop. This I think is trading in for $9 or $10, and it's worth it's worth 11. And then Star Wars, excuse me, Lego Star Wars 3. This is selling for 9. We already have that as well, so that will go into that stack. Here is Cosmic Family Learn Through Play. I don't think I probably should have picked this one up, but I'd never seen it before, and for $2, you know, might as well. That one's worth 5. Here is Lego Batman, the video game. We've picked up this game quite a few times as well. This one's only worth 5. Here is Lego Avengers. This is worth 11. Probably our third one to pick up of that. Minecraft is always like a staple game, just like Wii Sports Resort. You always want to pick up Minecraft just because it sells so well. Is that ripped or just bent? I think it's just bent. Minecraft keeps going up as well. This one is selling right now for 23 to 25. I don't think we've picked up this yet. Marvel Superhero Squad, the Infinity Gauntlet. This one looks pretty cool. Very, very cartoon looking, and I bet my son would love to try this game out. So this one looks pretty cool. This one is going for $8. The Last Airbender. There's actually, I think, 3 Last Airbender games on the Wii. I always get confused whenever I'm trying to look them up. But this one is like, I think, the cheapest of all of them. This one's only worth 5. And then we got Wii Music. The only reason why I got this was because that game was in it. This only sells for like 5, not even worth getting, but since that was in there, I thought I would get it. So, you know, this isn't worth anything, but there are some Wii games that are like this that have some value. So I still always look these up whenever I see them. Obviously, I'm not going to look up Wii Music now, but there are some that have some pretty good value. And then here is Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This was inside Wii Music. I barely even checked that, guys. You have to check game cases too. After I found this in that, I looked through every single case to see if there were any other games. So awesome to pick that up. Grand total in everything, $43.47 spent, with a grand total of $241 in value. A lot of Wii stuff, a lot of PS2 stuff, and Xbox 360. Just kind of the day and age that we are in right now, but still plenty of stuff to trade in and to flip to get more games. To the end recap. Another great week, guys. 21 games, and we 6x'd our money, which is pretty phenomenal, and we have some great games to add to the collection. I'm pretty pumped about it, but I'm probably more excited about the weather getting nicer, guys, because that means that garage sale season is upon us, and I am stoked about that. Guys, as always, thank you for hanging out, for watching the video. If you guys would like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and until next time, peace.